Shout out the 89 show. Now, I can piss on this for the next time they come in.
That house, bitch. We're back.
We're back in the garage. We've been gone a week. What the fuck have you been doing in here?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Who's been in here?
Misfit.
How the fuck do you get... You misfit and something, mate.
bust our
Fucking
shit.
hell. Jesus Christ, what is this?
Anyway, we're back. We've been out for a week. Last time we checked in, you were doing that pizza challenge. Have you recovered?
Oh, the day after, I felt hungover to fuck.
No.
I woke up, I was like... The day off work, not because of that, we had annual leave. I woke up, I was like... Oh, God. Just felt awful. Awful.
I just felt
awful. But yeah, it was good pizza, but just 20 minutes is not a lot, it's not enough time.
My inbox is inundated with people who say they can do it.
I could eat in 20 minutes. Well, step up to the plate then. Get down there and do it yourself.
I don't think they're brave enough to actually do it.
No, they won't.
But they can talk about it.
All mouth, no trousers, a lot of them. Oh, I could do it. Do it then.
The way my bank account's set up,
It's not even, it's 25 quid. Well, if they're that confident they can do it, they won't pay, they don't pay a penny anyway, do they? What other eating challenges do you think we could do next? I think we've got to do something spicy.
We've got to do spicy hot wings challenge. What's that? Carolina Reaper? If we can get hold of that.
The pepper. You can buy those. You can buy the actual peppers, I think, from the shops.
You can buy it from the shops now.
I think you can. When you look at ordering it. I know Smoke Pit in Northampton do all-you-can-eat wings, I think. It's either on a Monday or a Wednesday. They're hot wings, but I'm not sure how hot they go. Maybe we could go there. Smoke Pit. I reckon try and bait those people that think they can do it and get
we've got to do the pizza one first.
Sit them in front of the camera, get them to do it. Someone the other day was like, oh, I'll get more toppings. Fuck off. More toppings. Yeah, of course you would. That pepperoni was spicy as well. And kick. Just a time limit.
I'll get my mum to make some hot pepper sauce and we'll try that.
That's what we should do for the next big sit down when we get everyone in here, get something ridiculously spicy, sit and put the words
and then have a conversation.
And have a conversation, just stretching. I mean, I sweated enough and it was just cheese sweat. We've got to talk about Kanye, haven't we? Where do we start? Where do we start with him this week? We can start. There's him. Talking about prison reform with Donald Trump.
Yeah. It's an interesting one to me because a lot of people are getting angry at Kanye for doing that. It's been a mixed bunch. There's been people getting angry, people feeling sorry for him, people saying he needs help.
I don't think he's well.
But don't you think it's only because it doesn't fit your agenda?
No, because I'm a massive Kanye fan and I've always been like team Ye. I'll say Kanye now, it's Ye, isn't it? From the start, but I just really think he's losing his way and I really don't think he's very well.
If he had come out in the White House and was talking about police brutality and inequality and stuff like that, and was going at Donald Trump and saying, we need to stop that, I don't think anybody would care how erratic he was or what he was saying, he was saying it.
Yeah, I know, but he was very erratic in what he was saying anyway, wasn't he? He was very all over the shop.
Because he was wearing a MAGA hat and he's praising Donald Trump and he's going to hug him. I think the guy's crazy full stop. So whether he's advocating for black people or kissing Donald Trump's ass, I think he's the same guy. When you think about it, and this is how society works, it's how people work. When he did his Taylor Swift thing, when he did the George Bush doesn't care for black people, it was same level of crazy, but people were like supporting that stuff from a certain side. But and the people that are supporting him now were calling him crazy.
But in the same breath as that, so he's standing there saying George Bush doesn't care about black people. His rhetoric then and what he's saying then can't fit how he's talking to Donald Trump now. But Donald Trump, what is it, who backed and publicly and funded getting people wrongfully arrested for rape? The New York Five. Yeah. I mean, when it wasn't them. Yeah.
And then after they got
the guy's a bona fide racist. He's like proven in court. He's lost court battles because he turfed people out of apartment blocks he lived in just because they were black. And you've got Kanye West who says he's a voice of a generation and he's speaking up for black people everywhere. You're not, mate.
No, he's not.
Yeah, but that's why.
So why do we care if he's not?
Because of how much he claims that he is.
I don't.
Because what is it?
This is the same guy that had a breakdown on stage talking about Jay-Z, don't get your shooters to come and kill me and stuff. Remember that guy? And now we're supposed to care what he says.
He's a very erratic human being as it is. He's very all over the
It was
place.
has been. He's even when he first came out, he was talking about he's the greatest and he's a genius and he's that and the other, and he hadn't even proved anything at that point. And still to this day, he thinks
producing for so long.
He is going to get on with Trump fine. Of course he is. Yeah, they've both got exactly the same personality, and they're both a bit crazy.
Both egomaniacs.
Egomaniacs, narcissists.
But then he's in the news again, isn't he? It's not so much the news. All the stuff's been coming out about Drake. Drake did the interview with LeBron James and that other guy, didn't he? And Drake said about how Kanye said to him, come out to Wyoming.
Kanye played him.
And that's, come out to Wyoming.
And this is what bothers me, because people going, oh, Kanye crazy. Kanye ain't crazy, right? Because he straight played Drake. That situation, he got him in this circle, he got all the information he needed, and then bounced him out. Crazy people don't do that.
Pusha T's releasing songs, but I think Drake got him back. Because what is it? Drake said, "Oh, I didn't bite back." Kiki, do you love me? Yeah. You waiting?
No, but I think he was talking about Pusha T. He didn't bite back at him.
I don't think he could bite back against Pusha T because Pusha T just killed him.
You reckon?
Yeah. I think Drake probably looked at that and was like, that's a battle I ain't going to win. I just need to...
In fairness, Drake is smart. He picks his battles.
Yeah.
Like Eminem.
But then Drake said in the interview, didn't he? He said there's... Because Pusha T spoke about someone with disabilities or something like that, and Drake was saying there's some things you don't do, there's some rules you don't break. Is there with rap beef though? There's not, is there? No.
Not when after Hit 'Em Up came out. There's no
and
way.
I fucked your wife like okay, yeah.
And then
no rules.
He did the one about the Fugees, and he was talking about the guy from Mobb Deep with sickle cell and stuff like that. He didn't care. He went in.
I suppose Drake's a different generation, isn't it? And I think, and I suppose like Drake and Pusha T, they're completely different, are they? I think Drake come up with that's how you learn your craft and learn your trade.
If you watch battle raps,
completely if you destroying the person
battle
opposite.
raps,
yeah, no holds barred.
They don't. There's nothing that is.
Drake didn't do that. Drake was acting in his soaps.
Yeah.
So I suppose
Mickey Mouse Club was saying he was trying to do the nice beef. He's Canadian as well. So hey, he's trying to be polite with his beef.
But yeah, Kiki's Kim Kardashian, isn't? Yeah.
So what?
When that happened?
I don't know.
When did that happen? When do you get? Would
you be surprised if it
happened? No wonder Kanye's mad at everyone.
I'm
fuming.
I got a message from a friend the other day, and they were like, because this guy's a Travis Scott fan, so he didn't want the Kardashians, this next Kardashian, to mess him up. And I was like, I don't think they mess up anybody. I think they take in broken guys. Like broken guys are drawn to these females.
No. That family's a black hole.
What was Kanye doing before he got with Kim? He was with what's her name?
Amber Rose.
Like, she ain't wifey.
Yeah, but you don't see them. Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa now. They've got that lovely little family, haven't they?
Oh, over here.
Yeah, they have.
Great.
Yeah. What's Kanye doing?
What
do you not think I'm speaking free right now?
Loving family. Okay.
So they're in a loving family. They're in a loving They're in a loving separated family.
You look at everybody that we've seen and that high profile has got with the Kardashians has been broken. Even back to Black China, right? Every single one of them are broken.
I don't think they are.
Who's the one that the big bitch was with? Chloe?
Lamar Odom.
Broken.
Yeah, but I don't think you can say they're broken when they get with them. They might have issues like every other human being, but I think that family just exacerbates everything because everything to that family is an opportunity. It's not about being in the family and looking after each other. It's what can I make from this?
You think
how can I progress?
You think a strong man going into that relationship would be broken by a Kardashian?
No, because I don't think if you are a strong man, you don't get anywhere near it because
exactly.
So
they're broken,
and they're that good at it that they break everybody down.
Think about it. Think about it for a second.
Everyone down.
You're one of the biggest artists on the planet. Yeah, you got money. You got.
But essentially, Kanye West is a huge child.
But you got reputation, you got everything. I'm going to choose the girl that got famous for sleeping with Ray J as my wife and baby mother. I don't think so. Like, she's got famous. The amount of people that have seen that girl naked, right? And you've gone into it and choosing her as wife.
But they literally,
he's broken.
But you're making it out like they're too far gone before they get there. That family,
I can see. I concede that. It's going to exasperate it.
They don't care,
but they're already broken.
Like, can you imagine? Like, I've got what is it? Is it Scott Disick? He's like, I've got a real issue with.
Think how much more crazy.
Was it pharmaceutical drugs and stuff like that, and like sleeping tablets? They're like this. Fuck, you keep taking those, and oh yeah, he called me a bitch. Like, the guy's got issues. Help him.
But he was.
Lamar Odom was like dying of like a crack overdose in hospital. They're turning up with a film crew. No! Isn't that the father to her kids?
He was already in hospital. Like, you might as well make some money out of it.
Isn't Lamar Odom like the father to like some of her kids or something?
I don't know nothing about that family. I just
or
know
something like this.
that
Get the film crew. Come on, you're laying there like, oh, I can't wait till my wife gets there. Can't wait. Oh my God, hey honey. You see her coming for you like, oh, sunshine of my life. Then you see this company, you're like, what the fuck? I'm like, where's my next hit? I'm like, where is my next hit? I'm like, get me out of this hospital. I need to get off. This is ridiculous. But the families are poison. Poison, just everything. Just,
opportunists, we call them.
But
somebody that ain't broken sees that from the outset. Somebody who ain't broken goes, okay, that's who they are. I'm going to stay away from them. A broken person goes, yes, I'm going to marry you and you're going to have my children.
I think for me that's
and
what
so
makes,
later on down the line,
for me that's what makes them.
Drake's going to be talking about sleeping with you as well.
I think that's for me probably what makes them even worse.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I think they're broken. Think about it for a second.
The ISIS of the entertainment world.
If that Kiki song is about Kim Kardashian.
It is about Kim Kardashian. It is.
You now have to realise
Kiki, do you love me?
The most
Are you riding?
heard song in the world this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
People dance outside cars.
Everybody has heard that song. And if you're Kanye West, you know. Just imagine. Just imagine.
I'm going to meet Donald Trump.
Yeah. of course. Of course it's going to break him even more. But I think he was broken before he went in there.
Piers Morgan doing his usual Twitter baiting. Sort of like rising to it and then talking to it. The guy's a prick anyway and he fucking winds me up. Because for one thing, he does this thing, doesn't he, where he'll invite people onto Good Morning Britain and then he'll just shout at them. He's just sat across them and shouting.
I did watch that one show. He had that girl protesting Donald Trump.
Yeah.
She owned him though.
But and the thing is, all he's doing, all he's doing is just shouting at her, and she's like, "But you're not letting me speak."
It's TV.
But the next thing is done on Twitter. There was a picture of Daniel Craig with his newborn son or baby son in one of those. I think they're called. I didn't know they're called this, but papooses. So the baby's like on a carry thing, and you're carrying the baby. And Piers Morgan's like, "Oh, not you too, 007. Babies in papooses is the most emasculating thing ever." And I think he put hashtag double no 7 or something.
Do you think he'll say that to Daniel Craig's face?
No. This is the guy, what is it, that fucking Jeremy Clarkson beat the shit out of him on an airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bragging about it.
Yeah. Look, how easy to break is your masculinity that you think a father carrying his own child is emasculating? What the fuck? Like, Isn't fathering a child one of the most manly things you can do anyway? Oh my God! Look at that man being able to film him.
And you guys judge him because he loves him enough to carry him down the street. Yeah.
What do you want to do? Dragging him in like you could walk like
a man.
Walk like a man. Some kind like a bitch. Your baby's 3 months old, man. I think it's that thing, isn't it? The whole. No, it has to be. You have to say something offensive. He even tweeted Donald Trump. He's literally just
trying
Donald
to
Trump all the time. Yeah.
What society feeds on right now. It's like that controversy, that guy that's going to say that society loves it. There's going to be people who go, yeah, Piers.
But then the worst thing I think with social media is it's just a massive echo chamber, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you follow the stuff you like, all you're seeing on your feeds all the time is stuff that agrees with you. So you read that and then you think, oh, everyone else thinks that. And then it just, it's just a hard thing. But
Sad times. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole because that's deep.
I'm just sick of hearing about him because I don't think he has nothing to offer.
Where are you hearing about him? Because I don't hear about him.
See, I blocked him, but he just comes up all the time.
On Twitter? I don't do Twitter. That's
just ridiculous, jowled face.
Jowled.
And he's just shouting at people. It's like you're not offering anything. You're the guy that paid someone to fake. What was it? Iraqi torture photos that ended up endangering British troops' lives. It's like your opinion is not valid.
But it is to somebody. He's on TV and they pay him a lot of money.
Fucking was. I don't know why though, because it's not even like he's entertaining.
But we're talking about him.
We are talking about him. But we also talked about the Kardashians, and they aren't entertaining.
But well, they clearly are because they've made millions.
Billions.
You know what I mean? They're rich as fuck. And to get famous from having a sex tape and to monopolize that and make that...
Hashtag fake garage. The Piers Morgan thing, it's just ridiculous that you can call something emasculating when it's like carrying your own child. And I think it's that whole thing, isn't it? I think we touched on it when we spoke about when we spoke on the Tinder video, sort of toxic masculinity. I think one of the big things, isn't it, and the big push is sort of mental health, and that's sort of being able to talk about that. But what holds that back is what Piers Morgan's doing. Men aren't supposed to feel, are they? I think men aren't supposed to feel. Men are supposed to do. Even doing while carrying your own child's emasculating.
I've never succumbed to that sort of thinking, and I don't know where that thinking comes from because it's a generational thing. I imagine that thought process is gone now.
I think it's on the way.
Hanging on slowly, but
I think that's probably why it pisses me off so much with Piers Morgan saying these things, because I know, like you say, it doesn't matter and stuff like that, but he doesn't have a younger audience, does he?
No.
And more from the younger audience, you're looking at going, what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking jowled face, bell end, that kind of thing.
And what you got to look at as well is what creates somebody like that says something like that. Obviously, he didn't get that love from his father. So he thinks that's the norm. Yeah. Like how he was raised is how you raise a man. That's how he's thinking. That's how he's thinking. So my thing is, I was very hands-on with my kids growing up, and that's how I raised men. It's completely different to what he's experienced, obviously, ever carrying my kids, and somebody's gonna judge me for it.
Like, can you imagine that in the street though? Like you're carrying your son and some guy's fucking pussy hole. So what did you just say? You're a pussy hole, aren't you? You're fucking carrying your baby. I'm carrying my baby.
Acting like you love him and shit.
Makes me a pussy hole. Yeah, it's like that. Mans don't do those things, do they? What do you want me to do? I'm going to drop kick him into the car, am I?
I don't get it.
It's fucking. So, you guys are clearly enjoying watching Fake Garage, aren't you?
They love this.
Love it.
They love this.
Loves it.
So we need you to subscribe. Hit that button.
Yet another person's been fired from their job for being a prick on public transport to a complete stranger.
Yes. And the fair play.
Oh, God. I don't know what it is about public transport. Is it because people are stressed on public transport? And
it's generally because they're drunk.
Oh, I don't think you can blame it on... drink though. I don't think it's just the drink. Drink
Lowers your inhibitions.
Yes.
And enables you to be that person that you always wanted to be.
And that you are.
So exactly. So it's not fully blamed on the drink, but the drink is a factor in that. Do you think for a second she's knocking the hat off that guy's head sober?
Terroll Lewis. Watching the video, it just seems as me like she strikes me as one of those girls that she treats people like that because she fancies them as well. And she's probably thinking, why isn't this guy like...
Yeah, just banging over for me and doing
yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
It's one of those people that is just up herself as
because
well and thinks that...
It's flipped back. It started, he's stood up for the young lad because she's thingy. And then she's probably thought, oh, okay then. And then she's not getting attention from him. She's like, what the fuck?
And also he said that he stepped in because he could see that the guy was getting upset as well. So he calmed the situation. The reaction was going to come from the young lad. But the woman wanted to get. She wanted the reaction, and that's what's killed. Because as soon as that young lad reacts, he's lost. Mm-hmm. The systems that are in place, he's completely lost. As soon as he probably even stands up, tells her to fuck off, loses his rag, he's lost. She gets all scared because it's a man doing it to a woman, and then it's a darker skinned male. Mm-hmm. I see three against a white female, and he's lost. But look at that guy. What about the point that people want to take the race out of the equation? Because there's no race exclusively in the clip, but you can see it's behind the curtain, it's behind the veil. Look at you being there, being a big man, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's she's saying the words, but they ain't the words she wants to say. She wants to say other words. Okay. What is it big? What is it she says in the video? You look at you being all big and cool and yeah. Yeah. You know what she's trying to say. What white people? You're being cool, black. Cool. Which is again, I think again, it's one of those. Why aren't you paying me attention? Why are you defending the other one? Why aren't you? Yeah, I just got that vibe from her doing that. And I think most of all, they're knocking the hat off. Who does that?
Who knocks? What the?
I'm a strong advocate of consequences.
I don't know what
Like you can literally do anything you want as long as you accept the consequences. Now,
for every action is an equal.
Yeah,
and
I'm just saying, like maybe I would have acted differently if she had slapped something off my head while I'm sat there. That guy has a lot of patience.
But then again, he knew, didn't he? Because that's why he stepped in. He knew even if any kind of reaction from him, he loses. It doesn't matter what she's done. He loses.
But then, in consequences, sometimes it's worth it.
But then he,
like L'Oreal.
But then even he had to get off the train.
Yeah,
he had to get off the train because she put in.
Now, everything aside, to then go to the conductor or whatever and say he sexually assaulted me. How dangerous!
I can't.
What is going through your head to go through that thought process to say I'm going? You can't be that naive to think that nothing's going to happen.
But can you imagine being her
in her mind? Think about it for a second.
She's gone. I've lost this.
The guy sitting down has insulted me so much that I want to see him go to jail.
But I can't.
That's what's gone through her mind. Because
but it's sort of the brazenness of I can't even just walk away from this.
Yeah,
and sit and
exactly.
be really fuming somewhere else.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go and exacerbate this further and take it further to the point where
furthest extreme. Other than murder, there's rape. Okay, that's the two. So it's a case of you're going to that extreme over an argument over a seat. Feels crazy, and I'm sorry.
Good thing is
I would not have got off that train. Not for shit.
But then even it's sort of what was horrible when they said, "Oh, we're waiting for 2 miles to get off the train." It's pinning it on them.
Yeah, this will be my conversation with the policeman. I will get off the train as soon as you get her down here as well, because once I get off the train and prove that nothing happened, I'll be filing charges against her immediately.
Yeah.
So you need to get her here before I'm getting off the train.
You need to get her details.
Simple.
But it's the good thing is all the people on the train, you know, they handed over all their details and stuff to pass on as soon as they'd heard that she'd made that accusation.
Now, as we were discussing before as well, what does it say about how the system is set up when you've got a train full of witnesses, a camera, your testimony, but one girl says he sexually assaulted me and he has to get off the train. They both have to get off the train.
Well, I think they had to do to get off the train because the police were there, I think, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's my point. Why do you still... You've got a train full of witnesses, a phone documenting the whole thing. Why am I getting off the train? Because she said so. And that's the problem with the system.
I think they were waiting for the police to arrive, weren't they?
She's made the allegation, they've called the police, and then they had to get off the train. I'm sure she got home fine. The last bit of the thing where I was saying that now they're stuck.
Oh, because they couldn't get any further.
Yeah. That was the policeman saying that. I ain't getting off that train. You mad? I don't know her. That's a slander.
Well, we all know her now.
Rugby's a small town, so I know of people who.
Well, she lost her job, didn't she?
Associated with.
Just a job. And there's cameras everywhere, and people just need to realise, like you said, there's consequences for actions. You can't talk about people and make accusations, throw stuff around.
How stupid are you going to be nowadays, knowing this as well? Yeah. Think about it.
Well, he sat there going, a lot of people are going to see this. A lot of people are going to see this. Oh, okay then, all right then.
I'll just carry on being thinking.
Just shut the fuck up and walk away.
In that situation, the minute a camera comes out, I'm changing into my best white voice. And I'm switching it on me as well. Sir, I have no idea why you have your camera out. But I have done nothing. She
doesn't even...
My mum's going to see this shit.
She doesn't even do that when he's doing the whole, a lot of people are going to see this. All right, then fuck off, mate. And then you just walk off and leave it. Yeah. Oh, okay, good one.
I'm not even saying fuck off.
Walk off.
I'm acting like this guy's crazy.
Fucking Downton Abbey.
He's just pulled out his camera for no reason. I have no idea what this guy's problem is. Why are you filming me? Like... Who cares what happened before? That's how I'm going to be on camera. But these people don't get it. They just carry on. Have you seen the one in America? White ladies in a store in America. Somebody brushes past a 9-year-old kid. She said grabbed her ass. She calls the police. Says she's been sexually assaulted.
It's on CCTV, isn't it?
It's on CCTV that he just walked past his backpack brushed up against her. And she's continuing.
Don't they arrest her? Do they arrest her? They do something. I'm sure they do something to her.
No, she called the police, and then she went back to the store to watch CCTV with news crews there, and the whole entire neighborhood was there just cussing her, berating her. But she was still like, I'll apologize to kid, but I'm not apologizing to the mum because she had a go at me. You've accused her child, a 9-year-old kid, of sexual assault. And you're wondering why she's upset.
Kids like, I just want to go and fucking play Fortnite.
But there's another case when they're filming it, and she's like, oh, put that on World Star. It's like, you know you're being filmed.
What's happened to World Star? That used to be all the time. Like, World Star, it's like died.
Because it was exclusive, but now everybody can just post a video. So
Keisha and all that.
Yeah, you don't need to go to World Star to see this shit because it's happening.
It's everywhere. But then have they just been more emboldened?
I think these cameras are now exposing people. And it's not a case of that anybody's been... It's always been like this. Nothing has changed.
It makes me laugh as well. Like people sort of say like, well, what about free speech? It's like, yeah, free speech exists. And free speech says you can say what you want to say. But there are consequences. There are consequences for what you say.
And this, I've said it to people. What about racism? You can call me whatever you want to call me.
Yeah,
but just be prepared for the consequences that come with it.
Free speech says you can say that. You can say that.
You can do whatever you want, but there's going to be consequences. And people just think there's no consequence. There's certain people stand on a train and hit this guy's hat off and think there's no consequence. I will now go and say he sexually assaulted me and there's no consequence. And there should be. And fair play to this guy for saying he's going to take it to court. Damn right. That should be the first thing I'm doing.
It just needs to be made an example of. She drove the whole narrative the entire time. He was just sat there making sure that lad didn't kick off. And
there's another one. I don't know if you see it. It's Uber driver in America as well. And these gay guys get in and they have a go at him about putting on music or something. It's driver, black guy, and they were like Latino, Puerto Rican, whatever. And he's just filming it. The entire thing doesn't say a word. It's
what, the Uber driver?
The Uber driver. It's 15 minutes of them.
Yeah, they record everything.
Yeah, 15 minutes of them going on, and this guy's just sitting there, just not saying a word. And they go in on him. That guy's been fired now. He's like, how do you not know that this... And he's talking about... He's on the phone saying where he works, his phone number. This guy's getting calls, death threats and everything. Like... People just don't get it. And as it goes again, consequence. You do that, you're being filmed, there's going to be consequences.
I always think sometimes as well, like, you don't act while you're out and about and when you've had a drink like you're at work. No one does. No one does. You just have to think, if it all comes back to something. So if what I'm doing is someone else sees it, it's going to get back.
Yeah, you may not be at work, but you still have to conduct yourself as a decent human being.
And I suppose this is this is where it's hard sometimes, and especially with online now, where you see a lot of people that get into the public eye like rapidly or from nowhere, and they trawl through old stuff that they've posted. And sometimes I think that's completely unfair, because me 10 years ago isn't the same person I am now. And the way I talked 10 years ago isn't the way I talk now. And the way I thought 10 years ago isn't the way I think now, because times change like they do with everything. So I think what I don't like sometimes is when they haul people over the coals for stuff that they've said 10 years ago.
I think it depends what you say.
Well, no, what you've said.
Yeah, what you've said. Sorry. There's certain things that in 10 years you ain't going to get out of your system.
What do you mean? What do you mean out of your system? What is in like something that's so inherently
deep? If you said something like really bad, yeah, you should be held over the coals. What are you saying it for in the first place? I don't care how old you are. What are you saying it for? What happened to being a decent person?
What, when you're 18 years old?
Yeah, if I come out with something when I was 18 and said something really, like, I cuss everybody. I cuss him about Africa, but I've never said anything that was really, really
school, a word for stuff that was rubbish would be, oh, that's gay. And that was probably even before. That was before I was even had any understanding of probably what gay is to an extent. And it was just that was the thing.
But that's minor. That's what I'm saying. So,
but even a lot of other derogatory words and stuff. And when people have used those in old tweets and on Facebook and stuff, and it gets.
Did you ever write something saying, "Oh, I went to this cafe today, and there was all these N-word people sitting around. I can't stand them. They stink.
And
they eat all the chicken. No,
put stuff in
of course you didn't say that. No, because you're a decent person.
I went to KFC the other day and there was no fucking chicken there. Fuming.
Damn these niggas.
No, I didn't put that. I want my double down, motherfucker. Last week.
But that's the point. There's levels to what I think is acceptable. What you say. And you should, if you're on social media, you should be responsible enough to know
but we were
what
on
you can get away with saying.
Even on social media, when you're like 16, 17, 18, I think it's harsh 10 years later when some of these people are being hauled over the coals for what they've put.
But what have they put?
I think, was it Andre Gray, plays football for Watford, put some stuff about, I think he put something along the lines of, and I may be quoting this wrong, so it was something homophobic. I think he used the word, puff or something like that, or maybe the
minor
faggot or something like that, or saying someone was being that. And then the FA charged him for using language like that. It's like, hang on a minute, that happened 10 years ago. He probably wasn't even playing football then. Stuff like that, so I don't know.
It doesn't even matter 10 years ago, that's minor stuff. Like, you can deal with that, just walk on. Like, I don't think any gay person was up in arms over that and doing protests and stuff like that. You just move on. But that's not, like, as I was saying, it's not that really derogatory. No. Some stuff you have seen and you're like, yeah, you should get hauled over for that.
Yeah.
Like, what's that woman, public figure? I know you posted something about her. She was coming out with stuff about...
What, the MP?
My Jammer. When she came out with her stuff, I was like, yeah, she needs to get called up on this. She needs to get called up on that. And they were to, but it was... No. She knew what she was saying.
That wasn't even that long ago, was it?
She knows what she knows what she was saying.
She's doing all right now.
And then it's consequence.
She's doing all right now, no?
It's life.
Have you seen about Usain Bolt?
What, it's 2 goals?
He scored 2 goals, didn't he? He scored 2 goals. Was it Central Coast Mariners or something? But now he's moaning because they've said that he's got to do some drug tests. And he's saying, I'm not even a professional footballer yet. I'm out of competition. Why do I need to test? And they're saying, well, no, you're in football, you haven't signed a contract yet, so you need to do the tests.
So why are they testing him?
Part of me, the cynic in me is going, he doth protest too much.
No, but think about it. He's retired from athletics. Why are you still on my case?
He's still in sport and he's still an elite level athlete.
He's not professional.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. You don't get tested on a Sunday going to play football, do you?
I'm not an athlete.
No, you don't get
As tested. You said last week about my physique. No, but I've always had my reservations about him.
What?
I have.
Do you know he was like the most tested person in athletics?
But there's always been dodgy things about the Jamaican athletes, about the testing.
Oh, well.
There has.
It's
well documented. It's well documented.
Wow.
Was it Asafa Powell tested positive a couple of times?
What?
Johan Blake.
Remember Justin Gatlin? Remember him?
Yeah, yes, I do remember him. It really wound me up.
You know how many times he got busted for
But then again, I think we've had this conversation before. I think the majority of elite level athletes at that top level are probably all at it. Just like in the times when Lance Armstrong was coming through, he just used to say, everyone's doing it. I'm just the best one. I'm just the best one out of everyone doing it. So,
I don't know if they're doing it, but I will say this, that Usain Bolt is the greatest athlete that has ever lived, and we will not besmirch his name on this show.
What is his name? I just saw that and it was just sort of, I get it, like moaning, saying, why am I going to get tested? Why do you feel the need to test me?
Why would he need to take drugs now? Think about it.
But okay, yeah, exactly. Why is he moaning about it though?
Because because as I said, he was the most tested athlete. They kept on
but he's
trying to find something, and now he's not even an athlete.
Yeah,
and
no,
he's
but he's doing.
What do you want?
He's doing his trial stuff for the football. So you've done that all the time. For a second, I'm doing this. Just do it. Why not?
It's a matter of principle.
It's not a matter of
principle. I know
principle.
exactly what he's feeling. What you say?
Is Usain Bolt a drugs cheat? I'm not saying he is.
I'm saying he ain't.
Put it in the comments.
Get in the comments. We need you people to get involved in this as well. Type in what you think about the people, the
Piers
girl
Morgan.
on the train.
Is he a wanker? Is he a dickhead?
Nobody
it's probably
cares
both.
about Piers Morgan. We talk about people that matter.